Hey everybody, Kyle here. So today we have a pretty exciting video. We're gonna be playing with NowayitsJ. He should be there. He is. Um, so our friend Risky, Necri is his screen name, as you guys might know, is really curious to see how this Vitruvian deck handles NowayitsJ's NowayitsJ. I always get his name messed up. I apologize. How it handles his Songhai because there have been legends. So I am excited to see this. I'm completely prepared to be destroyed, but we will see. We will see. Alright. Opening hand. Not amazing. I feel like we just have to go for this and hope we get something much better. But as you can see, this is a well decorated man over here. So let's do this. Let's get learned. Yeah, turn one, I'm not feeling too excited about. I don't think we're going to keep the Sunsteel Defender because I don't expect, pardon me, I don't expect to have enough innate board control right in the beginning of the game to be slapping down a Sunsteel Defender. But at the same time, we don't really have like a solid play for the next turn. So I think we might have to just go straight for the healer into First Wish and see what we draw, and then decide our recycle at that point. Got another First Wish. I'm actually going to go ahead and hold on to this. Also, I don't have any sound on. Turn that back on for you guys. There we go. We'll see. Having both of our Lightbenders is potentially extremely useful. I think I'm going to hold on to them. Spelljammer. Oh. Dang. Alrighty. Let's try this. We want to get rid of the Spelljammer, but the issue is that, of course, if we kill it on our turn, Jay will have gotten the last benefit from the draw, but we can't really play around that. We can't let him dig for his tools. Healer is not horrible. Neither is Falcius. Hopefully we can try to get some semblance of a board state going here. But not being able to do any damage to the Blood Rage Mask and being forced to just simply silence the 4-Winds Magi means it's still a 4/4, which is a problem. And the 5 cards in hand definitely means that there's a lot of potential to come out of J this turn. As there is with Songhai, let alone a Songhai of this caliber. So we will see how we fare. Phoenix Fire face is not a good sign for us. Definitely not. Down to 3. I'm well down to 1 health, really. And... oh, we lost. Yeah, I was, yeah. That happened. Well, let's see if we can survive. So now our goal is... to... my goal is to survive, like, 5 turns. That's how we win. If we survive 5 turns, we can have a moral victory. that'll be the plan here. And this hand is not too bad. We don't want to keep Nimbus. I'm tempted to keep everything else. Definitely, we want a healer in this matchup, but we don't want to have it in our hand this early. Although we do have a good curve going here. 2, 3. Not really. If we get a Mana Spring tile early, we can curve pretty well, but there's no guarantee. So I'll go ahead and hold on to everything, actually. It's against my best judgment to hold on to the healer this early, but I feel like we're going to need it. And we got a Falkius, so that's really strong. That's good potential. Lantern Fox. And it's in a position, too, that is not great for me. We don't want to play Scorn now. We don't have a way to kill it. Let's just see what we get from the Primus Fist here. Pax is not really what I want to see, because it's going to almost guarantee that Jay's able to get... I mean, he's going to guarantee get something, get 2 Phoenix Fires out, but we can't really position ourselves in a way to get a benefit from this. I'm going to throw the Scorn back and see. We got another Pax. Let's just see if we can flood the board, potentially. Just make a target rich environment. But if we get any type of boosted Ghost Lightning, it's not going to matter. We can have a Falkius Bloodborne spell next turn. We can follow that up by Kron into Healer, potentially. Kron might buy us some time, and the 2/2, depending on what we get, could be pretty good. And depending on our board state, of course, at the time of playing Kron, could be pretty good as well. Check your avatar. That's something I have to watch out for. So at this point, we probably want to start cycling for Intrepid Decays. Or Dominates, but Dominate would be way too slow. Killing Edge on Lantern Fox. It's quite the thing we have to deal with. He is going to get 2 Phoenix Fires out of this, but since we're going to be able to finish it off, it's not going to be a gigantic issue because his hand's full, so he can't get more than the 2 Phoenix Fires he already got. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the healer here. We have way more on board than Jay, so the Scorn is kind of a detriment to us, so that might be what we end up cycling. But at the same time, Scorn can help us pick off like minions from Reva's BBS, or to finish off things that are just slightly out of reach. Like if this Checkry Avatar gets a little too big for us to just simply trade things into it evenly. So we'll see. It's a double-edged sword for sure at this point in the game. Is I mean, it even makes it so our Falcius can't attack the general without dying, and it lowers our health by 1, which definitely can matter. So, juxtaposition, okay. So we're about to feel some pain here. So we're going to be trading in these dervishes here. Let's play Kron, kind of as just a panic maneuver. See what we can get. Healer might end up being too slow, even if we play it right on curve. We might end up having to do some kind of mystic play with the Premise Fist or something. The good thing about Kron, even though he was nerfed, is he does force an opponent to have to do something to either get away from him so they can move, or to kill him so they can move. So in a situation like this, he can hopefully stall enough to help us out. Spelljammer. Lantern Fox. Okay. Yes. So. We're 1 off lethal, actually. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is looking for lethal here too greedy, though? I feel like it's too greedy. Do we cycle the healer is another big question. What do we cycle here? I feel like the health from the Mystic could matter, so it's probably the Scorn. We got a Rush minion. Okay. So if we use Primus Fist on the Rush minion, we can just kill this Lantern Fox and only get for a single Phoenix Fire, which is okay. Kron can kill that. I don't think we're going to just attack her for no reason with things that are going to die. So I'm going to back up more in case there's some shenanigans with Inner Focus. I should have used my Bloodborne spell before I moved as well. And we'll move the Dervish to block paths. Since we are blocking paths, in case of an Inner Focus thing, I maybe should have stayed closer. But unless it's a ranged minion, we are just out of range of an Inner Focus minion running over to us without being Inner Focus twice. So the benefits of us staying closer was Falkius would be able to help us potentially push for lethal next turn, but moving away guarantees that it would take a little extra effort to get to us. So we'll see. I also moved the flying minion away to keep it out of the immediate danger zone in case we needed to pick off something. Lantern Fox again, that's okay. Now this version of the deck, I do still have Zenruis in. So if we can get a Zenrui right now, that could be pretty strong. Probably cycle the Sunsteel Defender, I think. Because we're going to be wanting to play the healer. Almost certainly. Well, that's a pretty good card right now. But is it what we want? Do we want the healer or do we want the silence? Four cards in hand. I feel like we need to make sure there's no Phoenix Fires. I feel like I want to get a little more daring and move in closer. And then just to, again, make more target-rich environment. Falkius would be nice if we need to kill something near us, but at this point, we're threatening lethal. So I think it's more important that we have another potential threat near Jay's General than keeping it in our hand to potentially attack something on our turn. That's just too slow right now with the timer we're on for the potential to get burst down from 12. Especially now that we're at Spiral Technique mana range. So we really only have like 4 HP, and then we can just expect to die to Spiral. And so far, giving targets for the Phoenix Fire has been helping us. So we do get one game. So 1-1. Let's see. Well, now we have the tiebreaker. Oh. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's see. See how this goes. Kron, I feel like definitely helped us a lot there. It kind of stalled our opponent for a couple turns and not baited out, but it received a Phoenix Fire for us. We have a pretty good opener here. I'm going to hold on to this hand. Arguably, maybe I should throw the Sunsteel Defender back, but I'm going to go ahead and try leaving it on. Usually get Songhai. I don't like to throw it out because it just feels a little too slow, you know, whereas like the Falkius is having it in my hand feels good so we can use it to kill something without taking damage, Mystic heals, etc, etc. Or Sunsteel Defender, you just kind of slam it down and it's kind of just a big dumb minion that doesn't do anything right off the bat. Generally feels too slow in this matchup, but We'll see with how good the rest of our hand is and the fact that we have some card draw, how we feel about playing it, and if it feels too slow, we'll cycle it. Check your avatar. So we definitely want to hold on to the... I'm already feeling this is not going to be a Sunsteel Defender game. We got a Lightbender though, that's pretty good for us. I also want to hold on to the Healing Mystic, so I think I'm just going to do some card draw with the packs. From his fist, not the best, but this does just die hitting the enemy's general. But that's okay. It does mean that there's a chance it'll kill some minion that's played around us. Or at least do 3 damage. I want to hold on to the Mystic just in case we need to do some healing with the Chakra Avatar getting buffed up and potentially being juxtapositioned over to us and all that shenanigans. Lantern Vox. Well, we definitely... Well, hopefully... Pax does not attack Lantern Fox. If it does, that's pretty bad for us, but we'll see. And he did. Alright. We do have 5 mana this turn. Not that that really matters too much, but it's okay. I'm thinking of going for Lightbender here, just to prevent any more stuff and to get rid of the backstab. We have Intrepid Decay in our hand now, so I don't mind throwing out Lightbender now just to prevent another Phoenix Fire in Jay's hand. And again, it removed the backstab and denies the mana tile. And also having just used the silence, maybe it'll make, you know, give some confidence to our opponent that we might have just thrown an answer to Chakra Avatar out and not have another one. Intrepid Decay is, like Sunsteel Defender, rather slow in this matchup. But if that avatar gets big enough, we want to have the Intrepid Decay, like 100%. We still have the Falcius plus a Dervish or something as a potential way of cleaning it up if we have to. And then we can cycle the Intrepid Decay. So that potential combo minion is gone for now. Foreigns Magi is something that we need to deal with at some point. Let us see. Primus Fist is not going to be important right now. Repulsor Beast. Can we do any tricky Repulsor Beast things? We can. We can grab the Four Winds Magi with it. Again, with the Intrepid Decay and the Falcius in our hand, I feel like the Four Winds Magi was the biggest threat out of the two. So I want to make sure we deal with that. It does leave us in this weird situation where our entire board state is centered in this one little corner. And it's a pretty fragile board state as well, but we needed to deal with that Magi. There is also, I mean, there's potentially an argument to be made of me bringing it closer to me and hitting it with one Dervish and hitting it with my general, but I don't want to take the 4 damage. This position? Alright, here we go. So now we got some Avatar shenanigans happening. And it's probably going to be a pretty big one, judging by the fact that our opponent still has tons of mana. Okay, yeah. Definitely me big Avatar. Let's see here. So he's down to 5. Repulsor Beast helps here. So I think Falcius into Healing Mystic, Self, and Bloodborne Spell. At this point, I'm going to throw the packs back. 2 Intrepid Decays in our hand, though, is extremely bad. This hand is now potentially going to cost us a game. Because we aren't finding ways to force our opponent to have to answer us with what we have on board. He's staying away from packs, which makes sense. Mask. So this is a potentially good turn. Actually, this is a very good scoring turn now. Because we need to break that mask. And we can pick off those 1/1s. The fact that he Phoenix fired that means that we have no choice but to hit with our general, which is not what I want to be doing. But we can't let that mask stay up just for the sake of the added potential damage that it does have towards us. So as much as I don't want to attack with the general, I don't think there's a choice at this point in time. And I'm going to go ahead and just flood the board right now, because we need threats. The chances are with the size of Songhai minions that this Primus Fist isn't going to be necessary for trading up into anything. It's merely just making sure it's near us. So this Repulsor Beast will probably end up being the card we use next turn and not the Entropic Decay, but we will see. If it's like a Lantern Fox, I'll decay it at this point in time, because we are extremely low on health, but I want to keep looking for things that are going to help us either get our health pool back up, like our other Mystics or the healers, or some type of provoke, just anything that can keep our opponent from being able to do exactly what they want to do to us. And even though we have 13 damage on the board, it most likely won't all be able to actually hit our opponent. Ooh. Wow. That is cool. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to your general. Let's see. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 damage, potentially. So I think Entropic Decay is the one that we're going to want to hold on to, though. See what we get. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got exact lethal. And we take it 2-1. Whew. Wow. Let's go ahead and jump over to chat and talk to Jay. Oops. So tomorrow, hopefully, I should be recording a video with Jay where we're going to go over one of the matches like I did with Ardent Dawn and talk about it. But I'm going to see if he wants to say anything. PAX is pretty good. PAX is pretty good. But excellent. Yeah, it was excellent. I hope you guys enjoyed. That went better than I expected, and I'm a little shaky right now. I'm pretty amped up. I got a lot of adrenaline going on. Holy shit! It was an honor. Now, NowayitsJ, amazing player. Again, this is a small sample size. I might have won this one 2-1, but who knows? Maybe the next three I'm gonna get O2'd. But fantastic. I'm sure you guys have seen him in the community. Check him out. Give him support. Give this man love. He's fantastic. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.